One double 85. That's our call. One double 85.
No matter where I go?
80, yeah, so you can't hide.
Come on, coach. You serious or you just playing? Just tell me you're just playing.
I'm going to watch you run in the end zone and spike the ball here.
Stupid thing.
You said Sean Lee visited you as a kid in Cleveland, or did I miss that when you were talking about True?
Yeah.
What was that connection?
Were you on snap face there when we were talking about that?
Gotta get it together.
Yeah.
Good day to throw. Yeah, as always. Yeah. Well, no, not all.
And that's where it all is going forward on Seattle.
Given the nature of this presidential race,
Seattle.
did you find it helpful to talk to
Seattle.
your players about this? If any of your players talk to you about this, are there
Seattle.
any concerns?
Any personnel decision you'd make in that area would be dependent on the health of Jimmy. Is that something where you're
Dependent on what's best for the football team. That's
Sure,
what's
right.
dependent on.
Sure, but are you in a position where you have to evaluate both of those things, the health of the player and then the possible need to bring in somebody else? And how do
It's
you
based on what's in the best interest of the football team. The player's personal situation, his health always comes first. Right? That's always comes first. That's not a football decision. That's a medical decision. Football decisions are based on what's best for the football team. That's what we've always done around here. That's what we'll always do as long as I'm here. That will never change. We'll always do what's best for the football team. That's what it's all driven by.
Do you have to get some certainty of what the health situation is before you make a personnel decision, and how do you juggle those two decisions?
I'm a football coach. I'm not a doctor. The medical staff is the medical staff. I coach the team. Medical people handle the injuries. They don't call plays. I don't do surgery. We have a great deal there. Works out good.
You wait for them to inform you of what the medical situation is and then you decide, or is it a situation where you evaluate and then...
I do what's best for the football team. Let me put it a different way. I'm the coach. I do what's best for the football team. I don't know why we can't understand that.
After all these years, you still get excited for the opening night?
Yeah, I like football. I like football season and all the things that go with it.
And then I hit Kevin Falk. And he throws the ball at me. There was fights and linemen pushing me and shoving me and punching me.
And you look over at Bill, and he would be over there with a smirk on his face and just loving it.
All right, go ahead.
Best practice player probably ever. Ruffled a few feathers, not in a dirty way, just in a highly competitive way. They made everybody else better.
That position be evaluated this week?
Whoa. Bill Belichick? Really? You're right. I should get a delicious footlong from Subway. That would be better.
Yeah. Now you look better, too.
Thank you.
Smile on my face all day, coach.
Oh, you, Mason. Just you, will ya? Why don't we talk after the game, all right? Just shut the up. Can you look at the scoreboard?
We're on to Cincinnati. It's nothing about the past, nothing about the future. It's right now we're preparing for Cincinnati.
Do you feel like the talent you have here is good?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
What is your responsibility? I'm just asking, do you think you've done enough to help Tom Brady?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
See, the NFL is in the middle of a $400 million 5-year deal with Microsoft to exclusively use the tablets on all NFL sidelines. That is a situation with which Bill Belichick has had enough.
I'm done with the tablets. I've given them as much time as I can give them. They're just too undependable for me. I'm going to stick with pictures because there just isn't enough consistency in the performance of the tablets. So I just can't take it anymore.
Tom will start when he's eligible. Can you think of an occasion when you made the Week 5 starter in July?
Yeah, I don't know.
What happens if Jimmy plays better?
Look, I told you what's going to happen.
So there's this.
Jesus Christ.
500 for the first time in 9 years. Oh boy. Well, that's a few bucks.
Well, looking for the identity of this team now at this point in the season, do you think this team needs more of a swagger, more of an edge than it has right now?
Yeah, I don't really know what that means, so I can't answer the question. I'm just trying to win games. I'm not trying to, create. I don't know what the identity is. The identity I'd like to have is a team that wins a lot of games. Okay, so, which we've had some of that around here, so I'll take that rather than being known as this kind of team or that kind of team. I think if you're a smart, tough football team that wins games, that's what you want to be. So the rest of it, I don't really know what that means.
Bill, you are obviously someone who has seen a lot of football in your day, been involved in a lot of games. What was the atmosphere like in the stadium without fans there? Can you compare it to anything else that you've experienced in your football life?
Practice.
I tell a story. You think I get in trouble for this story? Because Patriot stuff is usually kept in house.
Try it. Go.
Is it cool?
We got
It's
your
not
back.
that bad.
We don't work for the Patriots.
Okay, but listen. Let me tell you what scared me as a player. First day, team meeting. Everybody coming in, everybody getting in. And Belichick puts on, first day, no greeting, no nothing. He puts on the loss to the Jets in the playoffs or something where they went home early. And he puts it on and rips into Tom. First meeting, no practice, like everybody, and he's going on and he's at Tom's head. I'm like, is this a joke? Like, are we being punked? Because from my understanding, as a coach, you don't chastise your quarterback, and you definitely don't do it in front of everybody.
Right.
And he laid his you-know-what out, and I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And that set the tone right there for me. I was walking on eggshells from that point on.
So that's the orientation. Because everybody that's in that meeting room says if he does that to that guy, what would he do?
I wonder. Can you give us an update on Rob Gronkowski? Has he finished his concussion protocol? Do you expect him to play?
Yeah, we'll be compliant with the NFL injury report, and when that's required, we'll put it on there.
When is that process completed, finished?
When's what process finished?
The concussion report,
whatever his situation is, whatever his status is, we'll put it on the injury report. We'll make sure the first one to get it.
I'm sure you will. Do you expect him to play?
Not a problem.
Do you expect him to play?
We'll put it right on the injury report, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Just like everybody else does. We'll make sure you're first on the list too, Stacy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't want to hold anything back here. Get that out there right away.
I know you don't.
That's all we can do.
So I'm curious why the team decided to put out a statement last night about Rob in conjunction.
Just to try to do everything we can to help you out.
Were you informed?
Sorry if you're offended by that. Just trying to be cooperative and help you out. So if that's a problem, just let me know. We did what we did. If you have any other questions, really you should take it up with our public relations department, which is very capably run by Stacy and his staff.
What are your thoughts on Rob Gronkowski's tweet agreeing that he's been unfairly targeted by officials this year?
We're really focused on Philadelphia right now.
A shock to the players. They were switching personnel, and Bill's looking for his red hanky. And enthusiastically, he tosses it onto the turf.
I think I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, what was the final straw with Antonio Brown?
Yeah, we're focused on the Jets today.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
All right. All right. Cam, you reached that out, right?
Yes, sir.
I think you got in.
I did.
Okay.
Sam, that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. Is it a touchdown? All right. They're calling it a touchdown, Josh. Touchdown.
Challenge from Belichick. And now he's into it with Adam Thielen.
It's there another part to that, or was that both parts in there at once?
I didn't think you were going to like it. I didn't want to end it with it.
Well, then we want to end on a high note? No problem. Go on a high note then.
There's a report out that Steven Jackson.
Let's just end on a high note.
Shooty want a freak. Don't matter if she on covers of Maxim or Jet Beauty of the week. Give them wet cooties when I speak. I usually flash thousands worth of invisibly set Jewies on a freak. It's likely I'ma take doing the cut, take it back to Spike Lee and have her doing the butt.